What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a home edition morning scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Rugby Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Do business with someone you know, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. That was wild. We just went live and I heard something singing. It was one of Drew's toys in the other room that just started randomly playing. It always wigs me out a little bit when those toys just start singing and playing. I'm like, is this a real live Toy Story? Do they actually maybe play around when we're not here? I mean, I know intellectually that's not true, but stuff like that happens and you're like, how does a toy just start playing? Anyway, good morning, Facebook, like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post, YouTube. Smash that like button if you haven't done so yet. Please subscribe to the Matt Moscona YouTube channel as well. So, a bit of good news there. Joey B will not need surgery on that injured knee. They just said it was a knee injury that will not require surgery. So, be it a sprain or a strain of the ACL, MCL, both, whatever it might be, good on Joey B for going back in the game. Keep in mind, that's the injury Xavier Pinson had. It was a strained MCL. You know, a knee injury that didn't require surgery. So, Joey B will take some time off and get back at it next year. But man, they've got to get that dude some help. They just got to. It's maybe the most obvious question this offseason as far as teams that need to make improvements in the offseason. It's got to. Todd McShay's latest mock draft is out. By the way, he's got the Saints taking Matt Corral. It's crazy, man. Corral or Pickett really are the ones you're seeing mocked to the Saints at 18. Will they actually go quarterback at 18? That'll be interesting to see. For what it's worth, McShay does have the Bengals going offensive line with Bernard Raymond out of Central Michigan. So, obviously, they need offensive line help. Looks like they're going to go there to get it. They would have to, right? And then the other thing I have there in the headline that we could also talk some LSU basketball is they're on the floor tonight against Georgia. A game you have to win. You just have to win this game, or you put yourself in a really tough spot. Vanderbilt offensive line transfer Tyler Steen is going to visit, this is according to his father, is going to visit LSU in March. So LSU is one of a handful: Bama, NC State, Penn State. Also possible trips to UCLA and USC, Kentucky. So Tyler Steen is ranked as the 34th best transfer according to the 247 transfer portal rankings. He started 30 games for Vanderbilt. He has worked at both right and left tackle. So you've got a guy that started in the SEC on the offensive line at both tackle spots. So a versatile guy with experience. And I still think if you're LSU, if you're Brian Kelly, you can't have enough offensive linemen. You've got to fortify that spot for whoever, Brennan or whoever is going to be playing quarterback. So you've got a lot of guys there that haven't really developed. So if you have guys that have starting experience, you can bring them in, and that makes you better immediately. You do it. So, okay, let's say some good mornings, see what y'all got. We got a little time here to hang out until I got to bring Drew to school. LSU basketball tonight against Georgia. Tigers are going to be a big favorite in this ball game. Let me see if I can get the line here for you. LSU is a 16-point home favorite against Georgia. I don't know that I would play with the spread, but you better absolutely win this game. All right, Brian Broom, Jerry DeLucky, hey Dad, good morning. Truax, Greg Phillips, Breezy Bro, Kelly Gross, Jeff McKithen, good morning. Shelby Kelly, I can smell the dirt and grass already. 2 days, let's go. 2 days to the start of LSU baseball. I know a lot of people are fired up about that. Brian Wynn, Ron Ritchie, what's up? Brian Wynn, how do we match up against Georgia tonight? So keep in mind, Georgia is so Georgia lost 3 starters from last year's team that are now playing for other SEC teams. Most notably is Severe Wheeler, who's their point guard, who toasted LSU. I had a triple-double against LSU last year. If you remember, LSU played Georgia twice last year, and Georgia scored 90. They scored 90 in both games. LSU won one of them in overtime and lost the one in Athens, I believe. They won in Baton Rouge in overtime and lost in Athens. But they're well coached still, but they're not the same team. Ty Fagan was on Georgia's team last year. Now he's a starting guard for Ole Miss. I mean, your starting backcourt is starting for other SEC teams now. So they're just not very good. But they did beat Alabama. They took Auburn to the wire, lost to Auburn by 2. They played Florida exceptionally well. They've put a scare in some teams. You should win this game. But if you don't come ready to play tonight, you could get embarrassed, and you just can't afford to have that happen. 6 o'clock, SEC Network, you got to win this ball game tonight. It's really the last one on the schedule that would be a bad loss if you didn't get it. I don't have the net in front of me, but Georgia, I think, would be a quad 4. Let me see where they are on the net. If y'all just bear with me real quick, I'll look it up. Crap. Well, a little bit of a needle in a haystack here. I'm scanning quickly to see if I can find it, but suffice to say, Ole Miss is 111. That was a quad 3 loss for LSU. So, and Georgia's going to be lower than Ole Miss. I can't find them, but suffice to say, this would be a bad loss if you lost on your home floor to Georgia. So you got to get this game. You just have to. Tim Gotro, Spurge, Trivia Carter, Joseph Armato, good morning. Tim Gotro, baseball season tickets arriving today. Feels like Christmas morning. All right, man. What's up, Brandon? Good morning. Jesse Brown, morning from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Ready for some college baseball. Do you think LSU basketball team can go far in the SEC tournament? So, Jesse, SEC tournament's interesting because it's really dependent on the draw. I don't think that the LSU is going to be in the mix for a double bye. Well, they got work to do. They could do it, but they'll get a bye. I don't think they'll get the double bye. It's just really difficult to go play 3 or 4 consecutive days and expect to win. And then it's just going to depend on the draw, right? So go there, and if you draw, you draw one of the bottom feeders, right? A&M, Missouri, Ole Miss, Georgia, one of them. And you win, you beat that team, avoid a bad loss, and you play just by default, you play a good team in your second game, which will help your net either way. So at least go there and win one game. But look, you still got 4 more regular season games, or excuse me, you got 6 more regular season games to go. So not ready to talk about that just yet. Jason H, Wendell Norman, Joey B19, Gamecoin going to a new low. No, you got to remember Gamecoin started at literally 0. So liquidity is still good. I mean, all of crypto right now is in the tank, but I'll tell you this much, y'all. Have a long-term view. We had an awesome board meeting yesterday for Gamecoin. The developer who's working on the wireframes, we got to actually look at the platform in slides, as you're on the platform. We got to look at what player NFTs are going to look like. I will tell you there is a metaverse company that has taken great interest in Gamecoin, and there is a meeting this morning about that. There is there is a crypto fund that has also taken great interest in Gamecoin and wants to see some expansion outside of Louisiana. But that could be anyway, point being, y'all, so much good stuff happening. Like, it's so funny that people, sometimes I said, like, you struggle to see the forest for the trees, right? I get everybody's bummed about what the price is right now, but it's still not even a year old. Like, the perception of Gamecoin has been altered so much by its instant meteoric success in Baton Rouge, and then subsequently people here taking profits, and then crypto hitting the tank. But oh boy, I am very, very, very excited about Gamecoin, because the long-term price of the token will ultimately be associated with the success or failure of the platform. And the platform is coming, and there are brilliant people working on it, and it looks awesome, and the inbound interest is amazing. Like, I'm not at liberty to say some of the names of athletes who have reached out to us to be a part of the platform until those deals are done, but like megastar A-list athletes. It's incredible. I mean, you just have to be patient. Matt Lusto, singing the national anthem at baseball opening night was always one of my favorite things to do. Special kind of energy. All right. I love it. Troy Abear, did you hear something got smoked at the Super Bowl? I'm not talking about Eli Apple. Yeah, Snoop Dogg. Who's surprised that Snoop Dogg smoked a J before doing the halftime show? Snoop Dogg. Is there anything more on brand than Snoop Dogg taking a puff of a joint before halftime? Matthew Denicola, Shelby Kelly, it's amazing how much of an experience baseball is live compared to other sports. Smells, feeling in the air, sounds, greatest sport on the planet. So Shelby, I'm going to disagree with you there. Of course, baseball is great live, but baseball is all the sight, the sound, stuff like that for sure. But nothing's lost in baseball whenever you watch on TV. You can follow the action. It's not like there's more speed or anything like that. Now, if you sit right behind home plate and you can watch a fastball coming from right behind home plate, that's different, obviously. But no, it's nothing quite like sitting on the floor for an NBA game, or sitting on the glass for an NHL game. You just don't get this. It's the cameras that, for the continuous action sports that go north and south, it's the cameras that are on the sideline that barely move, that you just lose everything. Tony Cortello, did the tight end from Notre Dame that entered the transfer portal make a decision? You know what? Good question. Not that I saw. You talk about George Takis. Nope, has not announced. Only announced that he's transferring from Notre Dame. Let's see. Megan Hurst, good morning. Jason Horn, Stephen Tucker, where do you think Arch Manning will go to college? If you had to pick today, I would tell you Texas. Everything I've been told all along, it looks like Texas, Alabama, Clemson, one of those three. It's pretty well known that if Lane Kiffin is the coach, Arch Manning's not going to Ole Miss, but it's kind of a tough spot because Lane has to get Arch Manning, but I don't think he is. So, yeah, I'd say Texas. If you made me pick today, I'd say Texas. Shout out to Brock, y'all. New year, new career. brortho.com for the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, brortho.com. If you need an orthopedist, you go to Brock. Take care of those aches and pains, bumps and bruises. They got you at the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. All of the subspecialties, even pediatrics. That's where Drew goes to see Dr. Brad Collada. So, and, of course, Hudco Roofing, hudcoroofing.com. Hudco Hometown Hero program trucking right along, and we are fired up for it. We get new Hometown Hero referrals every single day. If you're not familiar, that's our NIL program. It's easy. Hire us to do a roof. Upon completion, we will take a portion of the net and dedicate it to an NIL deal with the athlete of your choice. So that's any athlete, any school, any sport, your choice. So hire us to do your roof, and we'd love to do an NIL deal with someone of your choice. Dale Arsenault, Travis Young, anything on Winston's rehab? Yeah, they actually posted a video over the weekend of him just 3 months out of surgery doing mobility drills in the gym, but like up, back, side, side. So yeah, it's coming along really well. It's interesting. ACL recovery is not nearly what it, as intense as it once was, which is certainly great for someone like Jameis who's trying to come back. Look at Burrow. I mean, Burrow's knee exploded in November. I mean, he was playing week 1. John Bro, good morning. Shelby, Hunt, and Musso's baseball preview was awesome. Didn't hear it, but I have no doubt. Curious to see this team, man. 3 more are honors again. Another honor for Barry, Cruz, and Morgan. All 3 named top 100 players this year. So, only team in the SEC with that honor. Mark Vatanovich, good morning. What bands are playing at Family Gras in Metairie by Lakeside Mall? No idea, Mark. I did Mardi Gras when I was younger, and I could honestly, there's not an ounce of me that could care less about Mardi Gras anymore. I don't care at all. If Drew really liked it or wanted to go, I'd go, but I just don't care. CJ McCollum is a baller. Yet another good night for CJ at 30 last night, but the Pellies came up short against Memphis. That was a little disappointing, but man, they were up against it. Good measuring stick game, though. Let's see. Mark, if you keep mentioning Nick Mullins, I'm not reading your comments anymore. Lane Ward, good morning. Steven Tucker, let the players get $18 an hour instead of millions and see how things change. What do you mean? I don't understand. What is that referring to? Todd Harris, Michael Blanco, where can I buy Gamecoin? So you can go to the website, thegamecoin.net, and there is a how to buy Gamecoin. Actually, this week, just a couple of days ago, the DApp portion of the website was added. So that means you can connect your wallet directly to the website and swap for Gamecoin right there. So and the how-to, there are step-by-step how-to videos right there on the thing that I just said. So go to the website and click how to buy Gamecoin or buy Gamecoin and you'll see. Okay, Blanco, about to mine HNT. All right, so you're a crypto guy. So yeah, so the D app is on the website. You need Binance. So connect Binance in your Trust wallet, connect your Trust wallet or whatever wallet you're holding Binance to the D app, and then you can swap for Gamecoin. Let's see. What would Muse rather do be at opening day? What would Muse rather be doing, be it opening day or hang with Snoop? Got it. Little weed smoking joke there on one Matthew Musso. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom, bada Brent Dugas, Ray Wright. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, that is, by the way, the great Ray Wright, responsible for the greatest catch in the history of LSU baseball, robbing Stanford's Edmond youth of a sure home run that likely would have been the dagger for the 2000 national championship game. Instead, Ray Wright went over the wall, pulled it back, and LSU would emerge victorious. Ready for the baseball at the box, y'all. All right, couple more. Carlos Rodriguez, any new info on transfers? Just mentioned that there's a Vandy offensive lineman who will be visiting LSU next month, and we're still hoping for George Takas, tight end from Notre Dame. But keep in mind, LSU with 4 spots remaining, you're very likely going to wait till after spring football till you see that next wave of transfer portal recruits. Trey Guy, Rapid Batches, Sean Comiskey, do the Mannings hate LSU? I don't think so. But if you're Arch Manning, why would you go to LSU? I mean, you have no family ties there. Your grandfather, your dad, your uncle all went to Ole Miss. Your other uncle went to Tennessee. You have no ties there. So, it's, I don't think they hate LSU. just a weird circumstance. Let's see. Looking forward to Lasky Rock on Nightcap. We'll see if we can get her in here. Tracy Poole, good morning. Sean Comiskey, best QB option with Dennis Allen is Jameis. Completely agree. Did a segment on that yesterday on AFR. It's up on the After Further Review Saints YouTube channel, by the way. Oh, it is 7:52. Real quick. Bird Gang 31, good morning, good morning. Oh, good to see you there, man. Chatted with Bird Gang 31 last year or last season before the Saints-Eagles game on his channel. Appreciated that invite. Tracy Poole, bet Drew was happy to see y'all Sunday. He was, Tracy. He's been excited having us home. Pat Huseman, Keith H., Carlos Rodriguez, good to see y'all. Thomas Bergeron. All right, I think we're just about done, y'all. Thank y'all so much, as always, for watching. As always, shout out to Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Do us a favor on the way out. Facebook, like the page, share the post. YouTube, smash that like button. I will get you an LSU Daily today. And then AFR 3. Y'all have an awesome day. Peace.